So you've probably been here before. It's Monday morning and you're getting into content for the week and you're marketing. You're looking at your short form scripts. You need to script them out. You need to do the ideation. You need to look at trends in your industry so you're not missing anything. If you're doing outbound, you need to look at the past week's outbound performance. You need to build a lead list, start sending out those campaigns, following up with those campaigns, etc. And if you're a solo entrepreneur or you're a small team, you're inconsistent with this because there's too many things to do. So the natural next step is you start to hire. You go to the freelancer platforms, you look for a content strategist, you look for a short form editor, you look for a LinkedIn person and an email inbox manager and a lead list builder. You look for all these different people and you just end up not going anywhere because it's too many people to manage, it might be too expensive, or you just don't have the time to do so. So you're stuck. But now we have a beautiful thing called AI and Claude, and this does everything for me that I just mentioned to you. No more expensive hires, people to manage, going back and forth with people all over the world. Just you and Claude managing most of your marketing for you. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an AI marketing team if it's your first time doing so. We're going to cover a content strategist, a script writer, a lead list builder, all these different things that you need so you can start marketing your business, your coaching program, or your software more efficiently with just you, a small team, and an AI subscription to Claude. Let's get into it. So first, this starts with Claude Code. Do not let this word code fool you or scare you. I am not technical. If you're not technical, I'm promising you, you could do this as well. Setup is super easy. Literally just Google Claude Code Setup Guide. You'll find the official documents. You'll go through these steps. It takes literally 3 minutes and you'll have Claude Code set up. I have a video on my channel if you want to watch that. But go ahead, set up Claude Code. All you need is a $20 a month subscription to really start, and you're good to start marketing your business with these agents we're going to set up. So now your Claude is set up. You'll either be working in the desktop, it will look something like this, or you'll be working in the terminal, it will look something like this. I like to work in a CLI, which is a whole other topic for a whole other video, but just get Claude up and running and we are good to set the foundation. This is before you do anything, you need to set up a proper foundation. And in this foundation, it's going to be your briefing doc. Claude is only as good as the information you give it, just like a hire. If a hire comes in and they have no idea who you are, they're not going to do a very good job. Claude and AI is no different. You need to give a docs about your business, what you do, who you serve, who you sell to, and your revenue model. Ideally, your revenue as well, so it could help you get to the next stage. Your ICP, job titles, goals, pain points, the person you're targeting, what they believe in, where they are. This one's really important. Your brand voice, how you talk, what you like to say, what you don't like to say, what you believe in, what you don't believe in, stuff like that. And finally, your platforms and your knowledge base. Just brain dump into Claude. It's called a Claude.md, like this is the brain of Claude. And it will help you get to where you want to go while being accurate and while understanding you as a person, which is super important. It won't give you generic advice. It won't give you agreeing advice either. It will actually help you get to where you want to go if you set up this briefing doc correctly. And if you don't have that set up already, I'll leave a link down to our AI marketing community. You could come down to the branding section and we have the entire brand.md here. So you could just copy it and you could just fill it in and let it rip. This is going to be everything about you, your brand, and what you want out of Claude in one single place. I highly recommend you set this up before diving too deep into the next steps, which are choosing your channel. So we're going to choose your marketing channel. Obviously, you have organic, you have paid and outbound. I'm a heavy believer in organic. I built my whole business around organic. All of these work though. All I'm going to cover in this video is organic and outbound. I'll save paid ads for another video. I actually have some other videos if you want to check out other videos on my channel covering paid ads and stuff like that. So now that we have organic and outbound chosen, we're going to go over some examples and we're going to set up these 6 roles in Claude. So it's going to be marketing roles, but Claude is going to be executing on them. For content, in the organic side of marketing, we have a content strategist, the researcher, scriptwriter, analyst, repurposer, and short form specialist. And you can see every single role is accompanied by this slash command. This slash command is going to be used within Claude. So for example, if I go to my Claude and I type in YouTube, I'll have a bunch of skills like my YouTube editor, Copilot, session, thumbnail writer, title writer, analytics. I'll have all of these skills, and these are hyper-focused skills that I've built in Claude that act as an employee, right? So think about it as an agent, an employee, same thing here. Instead of a content strategist, I have a YouTube Copilot. Instead of a researcher, I have a scan competitor YouTube skill, right? So that is what we're going to be setting up in this video, and this is how you should be thinking about it. First, we have the content strategist, one of my more favorite skills because I don't have to say like, oh man, what am I going to create this week? And I can't think, I have writer's block. I just go to the content strategist, say, hey, read stuff about my business, read my outlier reports, read my actual YouTube analytics, because I've connected all those. What should I post? What's going to get me leads? What's going to get me views, right? And this content strategist will have an idea and just do it for me. So if I go over here, I could just type in YouTube Copilot, give me a high-level summary of this week and some action points I should take for YouTube and growing and hitting my goals. Boom, super simple. And the best thing about Claude Code, if you haven't used this before, guys, you could just do another session while that session's running. It's awesome. So we can move on to number 2, which is honestly one of my favorite ones as well. Like this one's really cool. It's the researcher. All right, so it looks at all my competition, keeps tab on all of my competition, and will generate me this beautiful report showing me what everyone else in my niche is doing to win on YouTube. So I could call this in, scan, give me an outlier report, please. All right, there we go. You can see like this is going at the same time that this is going. You could also do a split screen. So if you want to add this down here, you can add this here and you can see these working at the same time. I'm gonna actually add this here. Oh, there we go. So I have them top and bottom instead. It works for me. So you can manipulate the view here. I honestly like working in VS Code. It's another way to operate in this. I don't so much like working in the terminal, but to each their own. Whatever you want to do, whatever makes it easiest for you, go ahead and use that. So we're gonna let these run, and the next one is going to be the script writer. So this will actually take my YouTube ideas and turn them into scripts. It's the same thing that helped me write this script for this video. And if you don't believe me, I will drag this down from my screen and show you that this is literally exactly what I use here. So this is the script that I read off here. This is the hook of this video that I'm recording right now. All right, so that's the script writer skill for you. I don't have to write my scripts anymore. This does the job for me, and it holds a high AVD, average viewer duration, which is really important when it comes to content. You need people watching your stuff all the way till the end, right? So it's built to do that for me, which is great. And we can see the first YouTube Copilot skill I called in is done. So it loaded all of the context that I gave it. Again, if you don't set up the context correctly, which is the first thing we covered, I highly recommend you do that. That's your brand MD, that's your ICP, who you're covering, your goals, everything. The only reason that this is such a good report is because it knows me and my business. All right, so please do that first. And then it looks at my content. So this is the content that I made like the following or last few days. Here we go. Best AVP or AVD, same thing. Top performer for the week. This is the below the target I had for it, unfortunately. Hook style demo first. This seems to be well. So what it'll do is look at my analytics, draw conclusions from the analytics, and then give me action points. So what it's doing is summarizing, it's drawing conclusions, and then it's giving me action points to improve the next. So that you get this sort of feedback loop here of this, where essentially you get this circle, and you have Claude runs here, it summarizes, it tells me action steps, and then these action steps will influence the next run, right? So then I get more summaries, better action steps, and over time you should dial in what you're trying to do, right? That's sort of the flywheel that you can expect. So that's the first thing. Yeah, it's pretty in depth. It's pretty great. The outlier report is still running. This one takes a while because I have a lot of competitors I'm tracking, but this is just one of the skills, and this is a content strategist. One thing I will mention to you guys is none of this, I'm going to cover this next, none of this matters if you do not post. You need to post to put feedback and data through the actual system, right? In theory, this is all theory. You need to actually act on it and see what's working, what's not working, what's getting views, leads, etc. This will just help you dial it in. No amount of Claude skills I could give you is ever going to work if you don't post, all right? That's why also in this community, we have an accountability tab where every single person that joins, they have to post, and we'll keep you accountable to posting because nothing good comes if you don't post. You can have all the strategy in the world, all the AI in the world, and nothing happens. So that is a big thing. You have to post the videos. Next, we have the short form specialist. This is pretty straightforward here. I just call in / short form ideation. It'll give me 3 to 5 ideas I should make for my TikTok, my Instagram, and my more short form content. Short form content gives me a lot of virality, a lot of views. YouTube is where I get a lot of sales, right? So that's sort of how I work on my social media for my business. But this is a pretty straightforward skill. Helps me stay on top of that. So I never have to run out of ideas because I post sometimes 3 to 5 times a day on short form. So sometimes I burn through my ideas. This will help me make sure that I never run out of ideas. Next, we have the repurposer. This one is also really cool. It will go to my YouTube channel and clip up stuff for me. So if you go to my channel here, and we're experimenting with this, but this is one of the coolest things that we've built so far. These shorts, although they didn't do well, these are completely made by AI. So it took my YouTube video, whichever YouTube video it's associated with, and then made these shorts automatically. I didn't have to do anything, no hiring, editors, whatever. Again, I know they didn't do the best, but the goal here is more of a volume play to get more people to your channel. You get extra thousands of views every single week by just doing something like that. All right, so that is the repurposer skill. And finally, we probably have the most underrated skill out there, and it's the analyst. It's just looking at the data. Most creators skip this, most marketers skip this. You need to see why things are working the way that they're working. You need to see if you get 200 views and it's bad video, why is that? If you get 1 million views, why is that? You need to analyze the data. So if I go back, I analyze my YouTube data, I could see every single thing. My metrics, my statistics, what's up, what's down, every single thing I could see. You could use the YouTube API to set this up. I'll make a whole nother video on that. If you want that video, just comment down below YouTube. I'll make sure that video is posted within the next month or so. But this is huge. You need to see your analytics. So again, you can get this feedback loop going. Claude helps you post, you get data, Gets back to Claude, and this sort of goes, but nothing happens if you don't like do this part, which is the data, right? And you actually have to look at the data and improve the data. Yes, Claude will help you with this, but you need to understand the stuff yourself as well. All right, and the scan YouTube competitor skill finally is done, and you can see this is what's going to do. So it's going to tell me what I should make right now, how I use Claude for marketing in 30 days. This is based on one of the people I'm tracking. I'm tracking HubSpot as well, so it's telling me to make this video. And then look at this full outlier report. Tell me how crazy this is here. I'm going to open this up. Look at all of these different things that it's tracking for me. It's literally tracking every single one of my competitors, and it's giving me the outliers based on the trending topics and also based on my own content pillars. So for example, let's just choose this video right here. Boom. This video. Claude Code, build your full AI marketing team agent plus skills. So it's made by her, this channel, and it's a 4 out of 5 fit for me, and it falls under the AI tools pillars. These are one of the pillars in my own content internal framework here. These are one of my content pillars. So it literally does everything for me, and it shows what I should create, when I should create it, etc. I mean, the content strategist I hire would do this for me, but this just did it for me, and I could run this on a schedule every single day or every other day, right? So it just helps me automatically with my content, and it's a pretty easy skill to set up once you understand what you're doing here. So that is the final skill that I'll sort of demo here. Again, if you want more, you could check out our links down below. Now to the outbound team. A lot of you guys are also doing outbound. We believe in hyper-personalized, cold outbound. It gets a lot of responses, great responses, and at least to great conversions. And these are the 3 roles. So you could put your pipeline on autopilot when it comes to outreach. It's going to be the list builder, so actually like putting together a list, the personalizer, so writing the actual outreach message, and then the tracker, right? It's really that simple. List builder finds them, personalizer writes to them, and then the VA reviews them through the tracker. VA is a virtual assistant, so we're not having AI facilitate DMs back and forth, not yet. This is the one hire we recommend. Just have an assistant overview the system, especially for outbound and follow-ups. It's not there yet. You could probably make it be there, but we would prefer an employee to do that. But this is the outbound team and the skills associated with it. First, you have the list builder. So you can go to Google Maps, you can go to LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, literally anywhere. You could use Appify and just scrape everything that you want. If you want to watch more about this video, watch this video next, or that strategy, watch this video next. It'll tell you exactly how to set up everything. So you can scrape a bunch of leads every single day on autopilot and then pass them off to the next skill. The next skill is the personalizer. All right. So the personalizer is going to take the list, do deep research on that person in that list, and then write a actual thing to send to that person. All right. So it's going to write, in our case, what we do is we send out hyper personalized content strategies to the people in our list. So they build trust with us and they want to book a call with us. Like that's what we do. For you, it could be anything, right? Whatever your service is, do something that is incredibly valuable for that person, do the work up front for them, use AI to do it, and then send it to them. And finally, we send it to the Dream 100 tracker. This is just a simple Airtable board, or we could vibe code a dashboard as well to just track everything. Who we're reaching out to, responses, yeses, nos, all those different things there. The best part is when we do this within Airtable, we can connect Airtable to Claude. So I could pull insights from Airtable through Claude, right? That's a whole nother video I'm going to cover in another video I have coming soon. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. But that is our outbound system. It's simple because that's all we needed to do. We just need hyper-personalized cold outreach to an accurate list every single day. We just need someone to manage it, and we need to be able to draw insights from it through Claude. Really that simple. So now your Monday morning workflow, instead of like scattered all over the place or trying to hire people, looks like this. You just see your organic, you can see what's happening, and you can see your outbound track every single day as well. Like that's our weekly workflow. Monday, we try to set everything up, do the content for the week or for half the week, and then I could just pick it up whenever I want. And then outbound, it runs every single day, and I could literally go to Claude and say, hey, how is outbound doing? It's like, hey, VA number 1 has done this. I like to stay on the organic side of things. I think it's the future of marketing, but you could do both because why not, right? It's much easier to do now that you have Claude, now that you have AI. So your next move is to write the Claude MD for yourself, build your strategist, build your script writer, add your analyst, and start to going there and start posting. Again, you have to post to make sure that this works. And I'll drop a completely free resource down below, the AI marketing team org chart, just so you could visualize how to go about setting up the agents, the hierarchy, the frameworks, everything that you should see when it comes to using these effectively, because these can hurt your brand reputation if you're sending out slop or you're posting AI slop on the internet. You want to use these to actually get you ahead, not help you fall behind, obviously, right? So I'll leave that for free down below in the description. That's all I have for this video. If you want our plug and play skills, I will leave them in our AI marketing community. We'd love to see you in there. There's a bunch of awesome business owners, people, marketers in there using AI to grow their business, and everything is plug and play. So you can grab it and start using it today. So check that out down below. Check out the free resource as well. If you like this video and learned something new, drop a subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in this video next. I'm sure you're going to like that one just as much, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.